Hello, my name is Natalia Porsche and I am an attorney in Biloxi, Mississippi, and I practice general law. I practice immigration law, criminal defense, family law, and personal injury. In this video, I will tell you when your lawyer can withdraw from the case. What is the main reason why attorneys withdraw from cases? Well, the main reason, of course, is money. Litigation is very expensive. It doesn't matter what you litigate. Contract dispute, family law, immigration matters. They are expensive. Attorneys usually have an hourly rate, or you previously agreed with attorney how much in total you will pay to the lawyer who litigate the case. Usually attorneys work on retainer, right? They do the hourly billing. So the main reason why attorney can request the court, the judge, to grant you to withdraw from your case is because you can no longer afford to pay your legal fees. Unfortunately, lawyers, private attorneys who work for private sector, who work in private sector, they have to bill because they have a law firm to run, and law firm is also a business. They have a staff that they have to pay in order to run a business, a law firm, so therefore it can become expensive. So therefore it's important to abide by the agreement that you entered in with your lawyer. Reason number 2 is when the client fails to disclose important information to a lawyer. Okay, for example, you have some kind of case that you litigating with your attorney and you lie to attorney, or you fail to disclose to attorney very important reasons or factors or evidence, and so that attorney doesn't know what attorney is going into when she or he takes the case. So therefore this reason also is important. Next reason is when a client demands unrealistic expectation in a matter. Some matters are very complex, and under the rules of professional conduct, for example in Mississippi, attorney must withdraw from your case if the case gets too complicated. An attorney can no longer serve a client, best interest of the client. At the end of the day, this is a trust relationship, right? So attorney acts in your best interest, and when attorney cannot any longer act in your best interest, attorney must withdraw from the case. Next reason, also a reason why attorney can withdraw from your case, is when you threaten your attorney to file a bar complaint or a legal action against your attorney. So here we have a conflict of interest. Clearly, your attorney can no longer serve you in your best interest because the attorney will have in mind that you can file a bar complaint or legal action. So therefore, attorney feels uncomfortable to work under these kind of circumstances, and attorney can't actually file a motion to withdraw from your case. Another reason is very important. The lawyer is ill, right? So physical condition or mental condition of a lawyer, so the lawyer can request to withdraw from your case. When a client is, let's say, under the influence, or the client becomes uncontrollable, right? So, or there's some kind of mental illness, so the relationship becomes functionable, right? So there is no way to serve this client, or attorney cannot serve this client in the best interest of the client, so attorney must withdraw from the case. Next, attorney can withdraw from your case when you are rude to his or her staff. Again, this is a trust relationship, and when you cannot maintain that trust relationship, a good working relationship, communication between you and your lawyer, that it becomes very unfunctionable, right? And it's no longer serve your best interest as a client. Therefore, attorney must withdraw from the case, because every attorney must keep in mind that he or she is a trustee, right? Is the person who works in the best interest of the client, protects client's interest, protects client's confidential relationship. And for example, when you disclose your confidential relationship, when you disclose the confidential information and you disclose some factors in the relationship, what kind of things like came up during the relationship between you and your lawyer, and you disclose this on social media, so guess what? Confidential rules no longer apply, because you opened the floodgate, and you disclose the matter yourself. So, but in my opinion, attorneys still have to try to present that confidentiality, preserve that confidentiality, but withdraw from your case. Mississippi is very important. We have new rules here that if attorney files a motion to withdraw with a case from your case with court, attorney must serve you with summons, Rule 81, and must set a matter for a hearing unless a client submitted in writing that he or she allows her attorney to withdraw from the case. So attorney must serve you with motion to withdraw and Rule 81 summons setting an issue, the matter, the motion to withdraw for a hearing. So therefore, attorney must serve you with a summons. grounds and a motion to withdraw. What other times when attorney can withdraw from your case? For example, when you asking your attorney to do something illegal or unethical. So here again, we have a conflict of interest, right? We have a conflict between interest of attorney to act in an ethical manner and your interest that you want attorney to act in an unethical way and violate rules of professional conduct, because attorney cannot do something illegal or criminal. So here we have an issue, right? Conflict of interest again, and under the rules of professional conduct, attorney cannot be involved in something unethical or illegal. So therefore, attorney must withdraw from your case. Again, the big one here, guys, is always the breach of the agreement, right? When you enter into relationship between you and your lawyer, you likely will sign an agreement. Like, for example, in car accident cases, contingency cases, you must sign an agreement because that's what lawyers are required under the rules of professional conduct, that they must sign an agreement in contingency matters, right? And the most contingency matters that we know is a personal injury. Now, so you enter into a relationship and you must sign an agreement, and that agreement will outline your conduct between you and your lawyer, right? For example, that you must communicate with your lawyer in timely manner, that you must submit all the documents that the lawyer requested, because let's say we have a discovery matter happening, discovery going on in your legal matter litigation, we have deadlines, right? If your attorney says, hey, I need this document by so and so day, that you must comply and submit that document. So you have to communicate to attorney why your document is not available right now, and you must disclose to attorney everything about your case so that attorney can do a proper and ethical representation, right? The best interest to represent the best interest of the client, of you. And if you think that this is not the case anymore, you can fire your lawyer, right? So this is a relationship that works both ways. So you must abide by the agreement that you signed with your attorney, as far as communication, as far as paying attorney's fees, as far as court costs, and anything that is provided in your agreement, you must stay, up to date, and you must provide your attorney all information that your attorney requests. Or one more thing is when a client makes a threat against a lawyer or a lawyer's firm, right? A lawyer's staff at the law firm. So that's also when attorney feels unsafe around the client, and that's when the attorney can withdraw from the case. Again, guys, this is mainly you have to follow the agreement and not to pay your fees, legal fees, and not to ask your attorney to do something illegal, right? Unethical. There is a conflict of interest that attorney must withdraw from your case. And I'm not talking about conflict of interest that you're fighting with your lawyer, right? There are different conflicts of interest. For example, in immigration matter, when parties apply for adjustment of status based on the marriage, attorney represent both husband and wife. And let's say in the middle of this adjustment of status process, couple become, they separate, right? They start to argue, they start not getting along, and here one spouse calling attorney saying, hey, I no longer want this person to stay in my house, I do not want to proceed on her behalf with immigration, I want you to work on my side. And I witnessed that happen before. And so here we have clearly conflict of interest. So it's called hot potato, actually, under the ethical rules of professional conduct. So what it means the lawyer cannot stay on this matter, right, any longer, because he or she previously represented both parties. They were in agreement, they were happily married, and now they want a lawyer to use a lawyer as a weapon against each other, right? So here's clearly we have a conflict. The lawyer must withdraw from a representation of both parties in this matter. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was helpful. Again, guys, every lawyer, at least that I know, has a good reputation with court. They act on your behalf. They act in your best interest. Maybe sometimes it doesn't feel like that, but they act like they do because there are certain rules that they have to follow. There is certain information that they have to provide by a deadline, any matter, right? So attorney might request some information and try to comply with court rules, and attorney not necessarily will disclose to you what attorney is doing, right? And get your approval, because, well, if attorney will disclose to you every step that attorney takes, your bill will be very thick, okay? So because the attorney will have to communicate with you, about every little step what attorney does, and in reality, attorney has to communicate regarding the main points, right? The most effective to get the information to represent this specific client. Okay, so again, find a lawyer with whom you feel comfortable, who has appropriate legal fees, you know the agreement, you know your responsibility, you know lawyer's responsibility, and the most important, of course, is to feel comfortable with your lawyer, to trust your lawyer, because at the end of the day, this is a trust relationship, right? This is your lawyer is your trustee, is a secret keeper, right? And who will always act on your behalf in your best interest. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, put thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and have a great day. Goodbye.